Okay, for our final demo here, we're going to look at the split files function. And this tool is in a lot of way just an extension of the sort and the select cases function. So in the previous example, we were looking at a belief in hell, who doesn't and who does. But we were only looking at one subsection. We were looking at Roman Catholics. But let's say instead, this time around, we're interested in all of the subsections. We want to know how many Buddhists believe in hell, how many evangelicals believe in hell compared to who do not, and all of the rest of the religions. So we could go one by one like we did with the select case and look at them, but that's going to be a lot less efficient than using the split file function. So the first thing I'm going to have you guys do is go to data, and we'll go close to all the way down, and we're going to hit split file. And what is probably going to be default is the analyze all cases. But this time around, like I said, we want to compare the groups. So we will find religious denomination, bring it over. We're going to select the compare groups. I'm going to show you an example also of the organize output by groups, because that actually might be more useful to some. But we're going to keep this selection selected, which is the sort the file by grouping variables. Go ahead and click OK. And we're going to do the same thing that we did last time. We're going to go to Analyze. We're going to go to Descriptive Statistics. We're going to go to Frequencies. And the variable we want to have here is belief in hell. And I again have some bar charts selected, and that's just for easier viewing of the data. We'll hit OK. There's a lot to go through, so it'll take a little longer. The first thing you're going to see here is a bunch of warnings, and it's just saying that out of all the religions, there's a bunch of them that didn't have any cases that even answered that question. But if we scroll a little bit farther down, we'll see that plenty of religions did answer that question. And if we keep scrolling, we're going to get the belief in hell table that's going to show us out of each religion what percent did believe in hell and which didn't. Something to keep in mind here is to look at the number of valid cases. So for Baptists, we have only four total people that answered that question. So that data is going to probably mean a little less to us than, say, let's see a good one here. The evangelicals, who had a total of 43 people answer that question. So that data is going to mean a little bit more to us. So if we keep scrolling, we can see this visually represented by some pie charts, or excuse me, some bar charts. And we can see that the Baptists mostly believe in hell, although they didn't have a huge sample size. Hindus, we got 2 folks that didn't believe in hell. We got 3 folks that do. Here's one with a lot more. Out of Muslims, almost all of them believe in hell. And you can look at that data on your own time. And before we wrap up here, I want to show you guys one more thing. We're going to go back to the split file menu, and instead of comparing groups, we're going to hit the organize outputs by groups. And this is just going to represent the data a little bit differently. So we'll go back up to Analyze. We'll go to Frequencies. We'll hit OK. Again, it'll take a little bit of time. And this time it's going to separate all of the data by each group that is represented. So instead of having one big table that shows all the religions, it's going to have just a bunch of small tables that represent each religion. And this is possibly an easier way to view the data. And so you can see you have the table for Ratanas, and we got 2 folks that answered that question, both of which who do not believe in hell.